Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your hospitality. And coming to those here. Yeah, we're back. Hello. How you doing, my friends? Good to see you. Yeah, that was an extremely bland beginning for the cast tonight, but it started anyway. We're 4 minutes in. Screw it. Hello, everybody. Let's see. Oh, yikes. Everybody's checking in. This is awesome. What do we got here? All right. Hello, I am one of us. Randall Weaver, sup? Michael P. Dawson, yeah! you know my modus operandi, sir. Jeff Schwerdviger, hello from Tejas. Hello. Lonnie. John Z. Faradley. Brian from Tokyo. Dude! Thank God for vinyls. Yeah, baby. I love it. Thingfish box set 2027. I don't know. I can't answer that. I don't know who can. Oh my God, that's funny. with a potato mask. Thumb finger. Dude, sup? Good to see all of you here. Well, my first thoughts this evening. Was that not a scintillating, outrageously rollicking, unbelievable, predictable? Wait a second. Good evening. My name is Bill, and you're watching Bill's Box of Sound. This is our Saturday night live stream where we come here every week just about and talk about music, talk about vinyl, talk about CDs, just talk about stuff because we have fun here. I'm right here in Northern Ohio. And 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time. So, before this tonight, Mazzy had his live stream, which began at, let's see, 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. See, even I get confused. But anyway, yeah, Mazzy did his, and he's been doing this for a few weeks now. And then 50 minutes into it, which he usually puts up as a 2-hour live stream, 50 minutes in, he says, oh, by the way, we're stopping at 8 o'clock. We're only doing 1 hour tonight. Okay. And then he goes 18 minutes over. So instead of being 1 hour, as he all of a sudden tells us, he goes 1 hour and 20 minutes, or just about that. But that's okay. Not only that, he was yelling at his at his listeners. Poor Wyoming Dave, he says, "What's up, Norman?" And Mazzy yells at him for it. Oh, a thrill a minute. What can I say? And not only that, at the end, he says, I'm probably not going to have a live stream every week because he doesn't want to be in the same place every week. I can understand that. I can get done with that. It's tough, When I first started doing these, it was a little tough. But then again, we started going on with our Diet Coke. Diet Coke does some wonderful things. So let's put a little bit in here. Let's just put just a teeny bit of some black velvet in there to cut down on the crazy bubbles, because the bubbles go crazy. They go over the edge. So, all right. But you know what? What's okay for me may not be okay for Mazzy. And, he gave it a good try. If Mazzy does not do a live stream every week, that's perfectly all right. I admire him for giving it a try. I don't. Maybe I feel partially responsible for him wanting to have a try, but he does what he does, and he does it well. I just thought it was weird that he was talking once again about the old days in San Francisco where he came from, but he gave a good reason. He says, you people, you yell at me for making so many videos about San Francisco and the bands from San Francisco, but they end up being the most watched videos. And hey, for those who are now depending on YouTube videos as a living, which it looks like he is now, it's all about the views, the eyeballs, and the ads. I don't know. I have no idea how much Mazzy makes from his videos. Me, I make less than a couple $100 a year. And then again, sometimes I think, you want to know why I do it? I do it to sell records. Wah, 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 wah. Spudlock, rah, rah, rah. Baby, today go to spudlock.bandcamp.com and buy this damn record. Yeah, I haven't hawked this for a while, so hey, it's was recorded between 1988 and 1992 by myself, the guy with the guitar, and my buddy Todd, the guy with the keyboard. And this is weirdness, crappy music from the Cleveland area, but it's a good record. It was an analog recording that kind of had a digital end to it, and then I got it to a amazing mastering engineer who did a great job putting this together, and got our own labels designed and put out there. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful design by Len Peralta. And we've got a lyric sheet inside of it. And on the back of the album, if I could get this sleeve back in here. There we go. Got lots and lots of stuff to read. That's worth the price of admission alone. I wonder if anybody's gone into a record store, seen a copy of this, and just sat there reading the whole damn thing for half an hour or 15 minutes or 10 minutes, or they say, yeah, these guys are nuts. These guys are crazy. Anyway. But you like my t-shirt, the Zappa Records? Yeah. I had a jam session with some of my buddies from high school today. I was playing my drums. And the one guy, Rick, who comes in with the bass, he says, "Oh, you're wearing a Zappa t-shirt. Par for the course." I'm not surprised. By the way, for those who are interested, the most recent copy of ZappaCast is currently in the works. We hope to get it out before the Bongo Fury box set comes out next month. So let's see some more of these things here. Whoa, man, you guys are just banging through the chat room. I love it. I love it. Paul Hill, hello. Kevin, what's going on? And let's see. Wyoming Dave takes it on the chin. Yeah. Wow. Mazzy yelling at Wyoming Dave. Poor dude. He's a nice guy, okay? Nate, good to see you. Thank God for vinyl LPs. And let's see here. Have a cup of tea. Okay. All right. Is there still a Bandcamp day that gives more money to artists? Yeah, there are. I think they're once a month. I may try to pump that up sometime soon. But anyway, how are you folks? Hope that a lot of people have seen my video about the records I picked up from last week's record show. There's another record show tomorrow I'm going to at the Quality Inn in Richfield. And I'm not too sure if I'm going to go or not. I want to go, but depends on how much snow falls overnight and how many chores I got to do at home, because it's been a busy week. What can I say? So, news. There's more Ween vinyl coming out. Now, I talked about this during the first. No, I didn't talk about this. The first 2 weeks ago, when I started talking about this record store day in April, I noted that there is a Ween reissue coming out called, let's see. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Called Europe 90. It's a 3-record set on Rhino, and it's limited edition for a record store day. We'll be doing some more record store day stuff tonight, by the way. And hey, Colin, good to see you. But I found out that there are 2 more Ween releases coming out. Let me see if I can bring them up on the screen here. Let's see. Ween Store Collections. Okay, so go to store.ween.com and click on the music and go to vinyl. Da-da-da-da. Oh, one of them is not there. Only one of I guess it was okay. Let me bring this up. So there were 2 to talk about. Now we got 1 to talk about. Let me bring it up on screen here. Let's see. Let's go to sharing the screen with this. All right. Check it on out. Whoa. Whoa, there we go. Ween White Pepper vinyl coming out in April, okay? It drops, it ships on April 10th, 2026. Now, this is their album White Pepper, which came out, let's see. It's White Pepper is hands down Ween at their most accessible. The album's title combines the Beatles' White Album and Sgt. Pepper's titles, hinting at what lies within. It's a genius only Ween could conjure up across White Pepper's 12 tracks. Long out of print, the new colored vinyl reissue of the original album is on green pepper vinyl featuring the songs Bananas and Blow, Even If You Don't, Stay Forever, and more. Okay. There's other Ween CD stuff like the Brown Box, which is a 10 CD set containing all of their studio output, studio albums that have been put out so far, but it's on CD only. And then there's another CD thing called Bring Out the Foos, Live 1996. This is a previously unreleased compilation of the best tracks from Dean and Gene's run opening for the Foo Fighters in 1996. The final time they played live, with only the DAT machine backing them. Here the boys run through some very Brown classics in front of the crowds with varying degrees of love, hate, and apathy. Okay, so now there was another Ween album that is coming out on vinyl. Let me see if I can find information on it. Let me go into my email and search for Ween. Let's see. Here we go. All right, yeah. There is a 2-record set called Quebec that they made available, and I guess that they are sold out of it. I pre-ordered it. So that's the thing. If you don't order these things right away, you may lose them. Let's see if there's any other stuff I could put here. View your order. Let's go to that. Let's share this tab here. Quebec, and it won't do anything here. Huh. All right, so I tried to see. Anyway, there's a 2-record set called Quebec that is coming out. being re-released, and it is a limited edition. It's sold out already. Oh, I wish I would have talked about this last week. Oh well. But yeah, I am kind of a newcomer to Ween. I discovered them like 2, 3 years ago, and it's like, what have I been missing? Because Ween definitely fits into the Spudlock ethos. I listened to this stuff, and it's like, man, these guys are like Spudlock, only they went whole hog. I mean, they threw their entire lives into it. Us, we were just doing this stuff for fun, and we didn't get that serious. So, what can I say? Let's see. Colin says, cool video on the record riot. I've been to every one thus far in Erie. Erie? You're in Erie, PA? Picked up a few Warner Brothers Lost leaders this time. Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. Wow. Our good buddy Joe Travers, the Vaultmeister, he's from Erie. So wow, that's neat. So yeah, that Pure Guava and Mollusk is going to be part of that CD set, but not on vinyl. So that's what's coming out with that. Another new release, which I'm going to do a full review of, I just picked up, is this thing here. Beck's new album, which is called Everybody's Gotta Learn Sometime. This came out just after Valentine's Day. And if you're into Beck, of course you'll love this. If you're not into Beck, you may love this as well. I'm going to try and do a review of this and put that standalone video out this week. But speaking of Flying Teapot, we're going to talk about some Record Store Day stuff a little bit more. There's one other piece of new music news I'm going to talk about, which is kind of like a consumer beware thing. A band that I used to like a lot announced a new release. Let's see here. Check out Freeman on a Record Store Day, a Ween adjacent LP. Really? Okay. We'll do that before I do the thing I was just about to do. So let me go to my thing here, and let's take a look. Let's see. Freeman, huh? Or Freeman? Let's take a look at this. Freeman on the Partisan label. Record Store Day exclusive. 3,000 copies. What is it? Ooh, here, let me share the screen here real quick. Where am I? Let's see here. Uh-oh. Hang on, folks. I'm fixing it. Let's see. Share that tab instead. Okay. There it is. No. Add to page. There we go. Freeman or Freeman, whatever, however you want to pronounce it. And that's what the cover looks like right there. Okay, this is already a little weird, and I like it. So let's go back here and see what this is. First released in 2014, and with the original vinyl now fetching hundreds on Discogs, Aaron Freeman, aka Gene Ween, post-Ween band debut is finally reissued for Record Store Day 2026 in an exclusive orange and purple split color pressing. Freeman is a heady mix of psychedelic bluesy art rock refracted through Gene's pop filter. The content is heavier, almost spiritual compared to his previous work in Ween, yet the album epitomizes Gene's talent for the sardonic and his weird, warped brilliance. Yeah, buddy. You don't have to tell me twice. I want it. Let's see here. Let's remove that and get me full screen. Is there any RSD more? I don't think so. I don't remember seeing any RSD more. Although I have been seeing RSD more a lot more on Facebook lately. Let's see. Let's go to the M's. Let's see. Nope. Mooney Suzuki, Moreno, Mama. Nope. 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 All right. But let's see. And Colin also says Dean Ween did a good episode of Noisy's guitar moves years back. Nice. Okay. Very cool. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So, yeah, the chat room wins, hands down. Oh, man. All right, so what was I going to talk about? Yeah, there's this band that I used to like a lot. They announced a new album. And you know who that band is? It's Foo Fighters. There's a brand new album coming out. I don't even know what the release date is. It's called My Favorite Toy. So, let's talk about Foo Fighters for a few minutes. Everybody and his mom and her mom knows that after Nirvana blew up, Dave Grohl started a band called Foo Fighters. It was originally just something to get to break the monotony of not making music anymore. So this first album, Foo Fighters, and yeah, it comes with a download code, and let's see. No, this was redeemed back on November 26th of 2011. So nope. Anyway, so this came out. Dave Grohl played all the instruments on the album. He ended up putting the band together. And, part of my project to make my entire record collection thinner, take the record and put it inside of the jacket. So you're not taking up extra space or squeezing this end of the of the box. Or the sleeve, as they call it. Or the record jacket. Anyway, this album kicked ass. And I loved it. Back in, 1995, I believe. All right, now it doesn't want to go in here. The hell? All right, that's it. Do it. There you go. So that was their first album. It was soon followed later by their second album, which is called The Color and the Shape. Great record. I love it. Then There Is Nothing Left to Lose. That came next. Great album. You know, and these albums just had hit after hit. This one was pretty darn good. One by One. I like this a lot. With the Raymond Pettibon cover. Then they did this double album, In Your Honor, which was half electric, half acoustic. This was okay. Did have some great cuts on it, but not their best. But still, not bad. Then they did a live album, Skin and Bones. I got that. This is okay. And then they did another album that was a mixture of acoustic and electric stuff. Echoes, Silence, Patience, and Grace. And this had some good tunes in it, especially The Pretender. That was a big hit off of that one. They had a greatest hits 2 record set. They have since put out a second greatest hits album, I think, called The Essential Foo Fighters. But then they put out this album here, Wasting Light. Oh my God, what a great album. This is probably one of my very, very favorite Foo Fighters albums. This really blew me away. I mean, come on. Bridge Burning, Rope, Dear Rosemary, These Days, Back and Forth. I should have known. Great record. I love it. So then after that, they did a documentary movie about their history, which is pretty cool. And then they did a TV series, I believe it was for HBO or for Netflix, called Sonic Highways, where each song is recorded in a different city. This wasn't that great. This was a big disappointment compared to Wasting Light. Now they kind of redeemed themselves by putting out this little five song EP called Saint Cecilia. This is pretty good. It's not fantastic, but it's pretty darn good. Better than Sonic Highways, which I think really, really, really sucked. Then they came out with this album called Concrete and Gold. What a stinker. I can't even remember the songs. Okay. All right. The one song I remember on this one, last song on side one, it's only a 3-sided album, by the way. But the last song on side one is called The Sky is a Neighborhood. The only reason I remember that song is because of the way that Dave Grohl sings it. It sounds like he's saying, this guy is a neighborhood. So, yeah, that album wasn't really that good. And Paul McCartney guested on one track. Whoop-de-frickin'-do. All right. So, okay. All right, so let's check this out. Medicine at Midnight, this is the alternate cover. And yeah, no great hits songs on this. They even borrowed a song title from Genesis, No Son of Mine. So this album, disappointing at best. So we keep on going down, down, down. And then they put out this record, which is worth hundreds of dollars because it was a very limited edition record store day thing. Hail Satin by the Dee Gees. Yeah, they're doing Bee Gees songs on here. And then, for me, the absolute nail in the coffin is this album, which practically does not even have an album cover. Everything on this record was printed. You have to look at it in just the right light so that you can see where the there, you see that? You can see the song titles right there. That's the only way that you can see what's on there. Clever. I don't even remember what the name of the album is. Hang on, I'll pull this out. Yeah, everything everything's white on here. The vinyl's white. The inner sleeve. And it's just impossible to read. What's the name of this record? It's called But Here We Are. For me, this is a nail in the coffin. This. I mean, if this was a great album, this wacky cover concept would work. But this album really sucked. So, Foo Fighters want me to buy another album? Okay, so they teased the title cut, My Favorite Toy. I went and listened to it. Not interested. So I'm sorry, unless I can get myself a free copy, I am not buying the next Foo Fighters album. They have reserved the first seat at the Last Chance hotel or restaurant or whatever. I'm sorry. Forget it. I don't like Foo Fighters. Well, I do. I still like Foo Fighters, and yeah, they can rock. But guys, pack it in. Your good days are gone, and morally, a lot of your fans wrote you off when Dave confessed to having a child with a woman who was not his wife. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. I'm not gonna judge. I'm just gonna tell you I'm not buying it. I don't. The Foo Fighters early records are fantastic, but their new records are no good. How much time have I wasted on that? It's 40 minutes in. Let's talk about Record Store Day, people. I want to pull out some records that are coming out for Record Store Day that are pretty exciting, or maybe not. So, check this out. Speaking of Flying Teapot has been remastered, half-speed mastered. Take that for what it's worth, which just means that a new, freshly EQ'd version of this album is coming out. Now, this is the first installment of the Radio Gnome Invisible trilogy. This is great stuff. This came out like 73. It's originally on the Virgin label. By the way, guy who's watching right now, Michael P. Dawson, he does a thing every Friday called VC Fridays. He did a spectacular retrospective on the entire Radio Gnome Invisible trilogy. Check it out on his page. Just grab your pen, write that down right now, or get out your phone, pull up your notes thing, or for your reminders, and just write down there, Michael P. Dawson, Radio Gnome Invisible. Watch it. It's good. It's good stuff. What are you guys writing in the chat room? Let's see. It says, now that we Zappa fans finally get the Bongo box set, we now have one demand. Francesco Zappa box. 7 CDs and a figure of the dog on the cover. And Michael P. Dawson says, and a mask of Frank Zappa in a powdered wig plus a miniature plastic cello. Hey, Paul, good to see ya. Good to see ya. So, yeah, that's coming out on Record Store Day. Don't snooze on it, okay? Now, here's another thing which you would think I'd be excited about that I already have. It's the Sledgehammer 12-inch single. This is being re-released for Record Store Day. However, buyer beware. It's coming out on a Zoetrope picture disc. This is the original 12-inch single of Sledgehammer on lovely black vinyl at 45 RPM. This has 2 mixes of Sledgehammer and a B-side, Don't Break This Rhythm, and a 1985 remix of the song I Have the Touch. Now you'll notice I've had this for a long time. It's part of the part of my collection that has these horrible water stains at the bottom of the record. Now, why do I have these? It's because during the past years, before I settled down and made a honest man of myself, I moved from place to place, and I lived in my sister's basement for a while, and I had all my records there, and there was a flood and a bunch of my records got soaked. So, oh well. Yeah, you thought my residence records were the only ones, huh? Yeah. Nope. There's records scattered throughout my collection that were in the boxes that got soaked by the flood. So, all right, another record that has been remastered and is coming out for Record Store Day. Can't wait. Well, I don't have to wait because I've got it. Feels Good to Me by Bruford. This is Bill Bruford's first solo record, produced by Robin Lumley of Brand X, and with the wonderful players Dave Stewart, Alan Holdsworth, Annette Peacock on vocals, Jeff Berlin on bass, and Kenny Wheeler on flugelhorn. Oh, this is a lovely little record. It's fusion, it's prog, it's all of the above. And if you dig progressive rock drums or just dig Bill Bruford in any way, jazz, rock, whatever, if you don't have this, you really, really should. Yeah, this is good stuff. Good stuff. One other thing that's coming out, which viewers of this show may be interested in, is the 50th anniversary release of Reflections by Reflections by Jerry Garcia. This was originally on the United Artists distributed Round Records label for the Grateful Dead, their first try at starting their own label. And this ain't bad. It's got Might As Well, They Love Each Other, It Must Have Been the Roses, Catfish John. Basically, this is a Grateful Dead album. Because who's on it? Oh, Jerry's on it. Bob Weir's on it. Phil Lesh is on it. Keith and Donna are on it. Bill Kreutzmann, Mickey Hart. Nicky Hopkins is on it. He's not in the Grateful Dead, but still, it's a good guest. John Kahn, Ron Tutt, and Larry Knechtel on this lovely record, Reflections by Jerry Garcia, coming out on Record Store Day. A few other things I was looking at that I haven't talked about yet. Let's see. See my notes for my timpani music. Let's see. Already talked about that. Already talked about that. Already talked about that. There is a 2-record re-release. Oh, sorry about that. There's a 2-record re-release of a quick one by The Who coming out. Let's take a look at that. Let's see here. Oh, come on. My computer ain't working. All right. Let's do this then. There, that's easier. All right, a quick one by The Who. That's coming out. A 2-record set on orange and green vinyl. Originally released on December 9th, 1966. And unlike other albums by The Who, where guitarist Pete Townsend was a primary or sole songwriter, a quick one features significant songwriting contributions from all band members. The album ends with a musical suite titled A Quick One While He's Away, which served as an inspiration for later rock operas the band was involved with, such as Tommy and Quadrophenia. And this 2-LP version includes the original album in mono, as well as a LP of B-sides, alternate versions, and instrumentals, lavishly packaged with printed inner bags and pressed on colored vinyl, as I said already. So yeah, that's very cool. I will be happy to pick that up, maybe, if I can afford it. There's just so many things coming out for Record Store Day. It is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, yeah, I wanted to talk about this. Steely Dan fans, limited edition version of this live album, Steely Dan Alive in America. This is the CD of it. That I don't even know if this is still in print, but this is a good album, and it's coming out on a 2-record set on Record Store Day. Some good stuff from Walter and Walter and Donald. So that would be fun. Let's see. Something else. Let's see here. Boing. Gaboing. All right. All right. So there's the Cure Greatest Hits and the Cure Acoustic Hits coming out. Now, are these zoetrope or picture discs? Let's see. The Cure Greatest Hits, originally released in 2001, The Cure's Greatest Hits fast became one of their biggest selling albums. Curated and remastered by Robert Smith for the 25th anniversary of Record Store Day, 2026 exclusive. The Cure approached their 50th year in 2028 and remain one of the most beloved bands in the world. Available on 2LP silver bio vinyl for the first time. So these are regular records. Greatest hits and acoustic hits, not picture discs. They've been coming out with Cure picture discs for years. And personally, I don't want to buy them because the picture discs don't sound good. The only reason I ever buy a picture disc is because, A, the music's not available elsewhere, or B, it's by Frank Zappa. So there. There's so much stuff. Now this Sugar File Under Easy Listening, the singles collection is a 3-record set. Let's check this out and see what it is. As you may know already, Sugar has reformed and they are going on tour. So let's take a look at this and see what it says here. 3-record set on red, clear, and looks like brown vinyl. Let's see. This was intended to be the partner to the RSD Black Friday 4LP set for Copper Blue. Will feature the original singles in their original glory and some on 12-inch for the first time, as this was in the era of the CD single. So there's 12 songs, so it's 3 12-inch singles. Huh. Well, it's a bit of a cash grab because it's got all these things. Why couldn't they put this on 1 or 2 records and just make it 12 songs? Nope. 3 12-inch singles in one release. Huh. So that's what's coming out from Sugar. The Stranglers, Rarities. This may be interesting. From Rhino Records, 3,000 copies. A 1988 compilation of rarities from the band's early days, including singles and alternate versions, pressed on white and purple splatter vinyl. Side one's got Choosy Susie, Peaches, that was one of their singles, Moni Moni, Mean to Me, No More Heroes anymore, Walk On By, Sverige, Nenmis Paheri, Fools Rush Out, Bear Cage, Sha Sha A Go Go, The Men in Black, and La Folie. So this is rarities. It's kind of like a singles album with extra tracks on it. That's what it is. So I don't know. If you are a Stranglers completist, definitely worth it. But Yeah, I don't know. Not too sure about it. What else we got here? Cult. The Cult. Weapon of choice. Let's see what this is here. This is available for the first time on vinyl. Weapon of Choice is an earlier take on the Cult's album Choice of Weapon, produced by Chris Goss before Bob Rock came on board to help finish the album for Record Store Day 2026. Oh, okay, finish the album. For Record Store Day 2026, pressed on silver effect vinyl and housed in a mirrorboard sleeve, known by fans as the prequel to Choice of Weapon, the collection stands on its own, more immediate, raw, and a rare look into the Cult's creative process at a pivotal moment. Tracks like Supreme, an early take on Honey from a Knife, The Bones, a precursor to For the Animals, and Gibraltar, the foundation of The Wolf, showcase the band reconnecting with their signature heavy atmospheric sound while pushing into new territory. Limited to 3,000 copies. So it's got got 10 songs on it. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Let's do a couple more of these before we shut her down for the night. We've got a Bad Brains live album. Let's check that out. On ORG Music, originally released on SST and recorded during the band's 1987 Eye Against Eye tour. Live captures the Bad Brains at their most ferocious, channeling the explosive energy and precision that define their legendary performances. Newly remastered by Dave Gartner and pressed on limited edition Solar Flare color vinyl, this Record Store Day 2026 exclusive marks the album's first vinyl reissue since SST's original 1988 pressing. So this is a reissue. New edition also features the band's fiery take on Day Trippers / She's a Rainbow, kind of like a Beatles Stones thing, as a bonus track. Oh, okay, Bad Brains completists, you gotta buy it. Released via the Bad Brains Records imprint as part of ORG Music's ongoing reissue series. Neat. Kinda cool. All right, well, we've gone through a lot of things here for Record Store Day, and we've covered a few things. Let me get back to my main screen here. Let's see. SJ Bang is having their whole life pressed to vinyl, and oh yeah, Camper Van Beethoven. We'll talk about the Camper Van Beethoven's Tusk next week. And Michael P. Dawson says he's interested in that Strangers release, even though I have all the original singles. It seems like a fun program. Oh, there you go. And thank God for Vinyl LP says, how's the sound quality on the Baby Snakes picture disc? It's okay. It's not great. There is a CD of it, which sounds better. So there. And yeah, you want the Residents release. So do I, but it's only been being released in the UK. I'm going to see if I can find somebody in the UK that might want something that's on the US side of the pond, and I'll pick it up for them. We'll do an exchange, huh? You're not a Residents fan, but maybe you want something else that's coming out in the US for Record Store Day? Hey, let's talk. UK watchers. I mean, right now it's like 3 in the morning, or it's 2 or 3 in the morning in the UK. So you might still be up. You may still have your headphones out, listening to music. So, what else is going on here? Looking for the Who one. Would be cool to eventually see a box for a quick gun. Love the early Who. So do I. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. That's everything that's going on. So, do you have an idea if Waka Wazoo will ever be reissued? It's too damn expensive secondhand. I don't know. I thought it was still in print. let me take a quick look on Amazon and see if it's available. Let's see here. Let's go to Amazon and let's type Waka Wazoo. CD box set. Let's see. Ooh. Well, you can buy the files for $24 on MP3, but yeah, the box is not available right now. Wow. I don't know if that's going to be coming out again. Wow. Okay. So it's interesting. I type in the Waka Wazoo box set. Halloween 73 comes out, a limited time deal for $75. You can get the Halloween 73 box. The Hot Rats 50th anniversary box is available. There's a bootleg called the Broadcast Collection, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 CDs. There is a Legendary Broadcast Collection bootleg called Zoodalures by Frank Zappa. The Mothers 1970, that's available. Whiskey A Go-Go, Cheaper Than Cheap. Halloween 81 is available for $100. Roxy Performances, $75. Zappa in New York, 40th anniversary, $38. Wow, interesting. Yeah, I didn't think that Waka Wazoo was out of print already. That's a surprise to me. Yeah. And let's see here. Show this one. For fun, I've been playing the Zappa Ryko comps in the past week, like the Pix series and the Cheap Thrills albums with the odd track choice. Well, I don't think Frank was behind that, and I don't think that the Vaultmeister was behind that. The people at Ryko were behind that. What's one Zappa compilation I don't have, which I would be interested in getting, is the Zappa picks by Larry Lalonde of Primus, because he's a big Primus fan. No, Larry Lalonde is part of Primus, but he is a big Zappa fan. That's true. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you caught it. If you watched the Primus Drum Derby series on YouTube, there was one of those where they ended up doing the Torture Never Stops. That was very cool. All right, so the mystery continues. Will Mazzy put out a live stream next week? We don't know. If he does, it's great. If he doesn't, it's okay. You gotta figure it out. Oh, the Primus one is better than the John Fishman of Fish one. Oddly, a couple tracks are the same between those two. Well, there you go. Maybe one day I'll pull out all of my Zappa compilations, official and unofficial, that have come out over the years. And we'll talk about that. But aside from that, I'm going to turn the synthesizer on. Oh, by the way, look at this little toy. I got another little teeny synthesizer. It's the, this is the Behringer Pharaoh Mini. I have to get into this thing. I've had this for a week and I've only plugged it in and played with it for a couple of minutes. It's an actual analog synthesizer that has 3 oscillators and is 3-voice polyphonic. So, I don't know. We'll see how this integrates into our synthesizer setup. And, maybe I can make some more music with it. So aside from that, Colin just wants to talk and talk and talk, and I love it. I love it. Okay, Joe's Aj series is the hardest stuff to find, especially Joe's camouflage, but the material really isn't worth it. Well, it depends on who you are. But Stay tuned for your local news, except on the West Coast. I want to thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate each and every one of you tuning in to the live stream for this week. I'll be back next week with more trash to cure your rash, as the ghoul might say. And aside from that, I had a great time. I hope you did too. And Bill should get a synclavier. Yeah, right. It would probably fill this room. All right, folks, that's it. Let's all right, hit it. Do some weird noise. You have a great week. Rob in San Diego, good to see you, man. Good. All right. So until then, go listen to some music. Have a great day. Love you, folks. That's it. Good night, folks. Drive safely. I told you your local news is coming up next, Rob. Come on. All right. Have a great week. Woo.